Glutathione is the only molecule. Well, glutathione is basically the most abundant molecule produced in the human body. And that was one of the things that, hey, why does body produce so much in first? It has to be a purpose behind it. And we have known this for 140 years that the number one molecule produced in humans is glutathione, but nobody's ever figured out all the benefits of glutathione. So we do know quite a bit, but not everything about it yet. And so in the little that we do know about this thing is that it is a master antioxidant. It reduces oxidative stress, and the number one cause of death in the whole world, if you look at all the diseases that causes for the reason people die, every one of them is linked to oxidative stress. Every one of them. Autoimmune, cancers, heart disease, metabolic disorder, infections. I mean, everything leads to oxidative stress. And so I said, well, if we need an antioxidant and the body produces glutathione abundantly, then our job is to make sure that that level is always high enough to meet up all the demands. And if it does not, it leads to diseases that leads to death. And the only way we can increase lifespan or health span or whatever is if we don't die. And so the cause of death is what I was looking at and say, hey, if this is the cause of death, if I can remove the cause of death, then we can officially or unofficially or theoretically live long. And that was my whole focus of working on this one molecule.
Okay. And glutathione, as I understand it, it's produced by the liver or other tissues as well.
It is produced by the mitochondria. It's the most abundantly found in liver. And in the liver, it's funny that you asked me about the liver part, because one of the functions for glutathione abound beyond reducing oxidative stress or work as an antioxidant, it's also master conjugator, which helps to detoxify chemicals outside your liver. So it basically gets rid of all the chemical junk that you accumulate throughout the day and gets rid of it. And everything is processed through the liver. I mean, by the time you wake up and leave your house in the first hour or so, you're exposing your body to at least 70 different chemicals, at least. And so every single day, by the end of the day, you're exposing yourself to 300 to 400 different chemicals every single day that your liver has to process. And so the concentration of glutathione is the highest in the liver, is to make sure that it can help you get rid of all these chemicals outside your body.
What happens to people that have metabolic disease like diabetes? How does that impact glutathione production, or people that have fatty liver, NAFLD, cirrhosis, those kinds of things? What happens to them?
So it does not affect the production of glutathione, but what it does, it basically, your needs are so high that your body is not able to keep up with the demand. So I can give you a simple example right there, right? So when you first started your career, 5,000 a month, you can survive very, 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 very nice, right? So if you get $5,000 a month every single month, and for 5 years later on, you have no savings, but now something's changed. 5 years later, your needs may have increased. Maybe you got a bigger house, or maybe you got to replace a car, or replace this, or replace that, whatever that is, right? So now your expenses have gone up to $6,000 a month, and then eventually your expenses goes up to even higher, maybe $8,000 or $10,000 a month. But your ability to make money may not increase from 5 to 10. And as you start getting older, your ability to make money may also reduce. The same thing happens in the body too. When you're young, when you're 20, 25 years old, 30 years old, your need for glutathione are there, and your body's able to keep up with the demand. Even if you drink alcohol, which depletes the glutathione levels to zero for the next 4 hours after even one drink of alcohol.
No, really?
But yeah, absolutely. But you recuperate right away. When you drink like at 20 years old, you wake up in the morning like nothing ever happened to you. And he goes, oh, this was easy.
Oh yeah, that changed.
Eventually it's going to catch up to you, right? You know that, right? And so as you start getting older, your body's ability to produce glutathione reduces. Your needs does not change, right? Your needs does not change. When you get older, you can downsize in your house and your cars and every single thing. You downsize that part. But for the human body, there's no downsize. Your need stays the constant, and in some cases even increases, because guess what? If the glutathione was not met, it was not produced enough, you caught diseases. The diseases now needs more glutathione in the first place.